curlier than all my other hair. Hello and welcome to my makeup. I am doing this eye look along with testing some new products that I haven't used before. This might be a little bit of a long video. It did take a while to do these eyes, but I think they turned out spectacular, so it was worth the time spent. Today I'm going to be trying out this new Maybelline Superstay foundation. It's 24-hour wear. It's supposed to be super full coverage, quite matte. Okay, I've tried it before, like a long time ago when it first came out. I was really intrigued by it. I hated it. But I'm calling this a first impressions because when I tried it the first time, I didn't have my skin situation under control. It was before I started using my really good skincare, and now for the most part my oil's under control. All of my makeup goes on better, it stays on better, so I thought, okay, I have to give it another chance. I'm going to use my Professional, a little tiny bottle that I'm trying out. I've been using it lately. I'm going to put this on half of my face and no primer on the other half. So right side of my face is going to have the primer. And I'll be starting on the left side of my face while that soaks in. I'll be using my Morphe M439. Maybe after doing this whole brush thing like 100 times, I'll memorize all the numbers. Probably not. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm going in. And the shade I'm wearing today is 110 Porcelain. Well, it certainly is looking full coverage. I like to kind of smear it and then finish it off by patting it. It gives a better finish if you pat it. It dries down really fast. When you're putting your makeup on, do you ever just like stare at yourself from different angles? You're like, up close. Wow, I do that. Did I get it even? And I don't know if you can tell in my camera, but I'm looking at my face. This half of my face that had the primer on it actually looks fuller coverage. The color is more even. This side, you can see a little of my redness through it, just a little. So I have a question. When y'all are watching a full face tutorial, do you go into it figuring that it's going to be a longer video? If you see like 30 to 40 minutes length time on the video, is that off-putting? Or are you like, well, it says it's full face, so you know, it takes time. I'm still learning about this YouTube thing and I'm trying to do what people want. I want to put out quality videos that are actually instructional. You know, I don't want to like skip over too much, but at the same time, I understand that people are busy and don't always have time to sit down to a long video. But when I'm doing a full face, I mean, it's a full face. I take on average over an hour to do my makeup. I would really love some feedback if y'all don't mind. Let me know what it is you like to see in videos. Do you want to see a lot of the application process, or do you want to just see, hey, this is what I'm using, this is how I'm getting started, but then, you know, cut to the finish of that step? I mean, you know, let me know. We all start somewhere. We all have to learn. Oh my God, that is actually beautiful. If this stays beautiful all day. Foundation is like, oh shit. Foundation is kind of my biggest struggle. Oh, that's in my hair. Finding one that has lasting power on my skin and doesn't require too much maintenance throughout the day. I mean, the finish is just beautiful. I was able to pat out some of the product in the deep wrinkles on my forehead, and now it looks pretty good. Whoa. I hated this foundation so bad the first time I used it. I hated it. But it didn't look like this when I applied it. It was totally different. I'm telling you, skincare is huge. Spend a bulk of your money in your beauty budget on skincare. If you have great skincare and your face, like the environment of your face is under control and it's working the way it should, even if you have breakouts and stuff, it doesn't matter, because then when you put your makeup on, it's going to go on beautifully. It makes such a big difference. I just can't believe that was so fast. See, that's another thing. That foundation was so fast to put on because it was like, bam, one layer. There's not a lot of like, oh, I need more coverage here, I need more coverage there, and it dried so fast. I mean, I'm touching my face, and if I wasn't an oily girl, I wouldn't powder this. I am an oily girl, and even though it's so dry and has pretty much a powder finish, I'm still going to powder my face because I know better. So I'm going to use my Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. I'm going to try to be really light-handed with it. I get a little carried away with this stuff. I'm so used to using my Age Rewind, and it's a completely different consistency. Using my Morphe E8 small foundation blending brush to pat that in. I'm using its E.L.F. Perfect Finish HD powder. This is in the shade Clear. It is white, like super white. It works really well as an under eye setter. It has no tint to it, so it's not gonna mess with the color of your concealer. See how nice that looks? All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and then we'll be right back. Now I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder on my Morphe E41 and powder the rest of my face. I'm going in with my Benefit Cheek Parade. I know, broken record. I always do it. It's my favorite. And as usual, I'm going to use my Hula bronzer, my Hula Lite bronzer. I don't know yet if I'm going to use the cheek products. I'm going in with my Morphe R2 for the overall bronzing and my Morphe R10 for a little more sculpting business and nose business. And I would like to say real quick, kind of one more time, I'm sorry about my weird looking patches on my hands. It's eczema. I'm working on clearing it up. I've had it for months. It won't go the hell away. It'll be almost gone, and then I'll get into something that irritates it, and then it's back full force. It's awful. It's painful. It's ugly. It's annoying. I always get this crooked. It's a good thing I blend it out so you can't tell. I like the bronzing business, but when it comes to really carving out my face, I don't have the patience for it. And that is the truth. I am going to go in with the blushes from my cheek parade. I'm going to use Rockateur up on the high part of my cheeks and Dandelion on the apples, kind of as per usual. I'm going to use my Luna by Luna highlighter in the color Electra, using my Morphe M510. I like to take my blush and my highlighter clear up into my temples. Since I don't have really pronounced cheekbones, I like to pull everything up. I have a pretty full face. This is a really good highlighter. I got it in an Ipsy bag forever ago, and it's one of my favorite highlighters. Done with the face. Now we'll be on to the eyes. Yeah, eyes. Now we're on to the eyes.
Is editing fun for you?
Although I get super sick of listening to myself. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to hear my voice anymore.